KBLA Talk 1580 is the fastest growing talk radio station in Southern California, home to 50,000 watts and an audience reach of 12 million listeners. KBLA Talk 1580 is a pioneer for Black audio content, including our groundbreaking $2 million climate justice campaign and the most loyal, influential audience. According to an independent research study by the polling firm Aviterus, for the second consecutive year, KBLA Talk 1580 is the most trustworthy, reliable, and credible news source for Black audiences and beyond in Southern California. Let KBLA Talk 1580 power your advertising dollars. Our omni-channel custom marketing solutions are specifically tailored to connect with your ideal target audience. We leverage audio, podcasts, streaming, digital, social media, and local activations to get your message out to the Black community. Get in touch with our advertising team today at advertising@kbla1580.com. That's advertising at kbla1580.com. KBLA 1580. We've got you Black.
Hey Zoe, I'm calling your show, 'cause I need to know. Show me which way to go before I throw my man out the door.
Okay, hold on a second, Keisha. Just let me ask Ronald exactly what's going on, because it takes two to tango, and I need to hear his side of the story.
So she's driving me insane, got stress heavy on my brain. She keeps playing silly games, man, I'm about to bring the pain. We seem to fuss and fight every day and every night. Please give some advice so we can see the light, see the light.
Popular opinion. All women are pick-me's for the right men. What I mean is this. If a woman comes across a man, a straight heterosexual woman, comes across a straight heterosexual man that hits on her bells and whistles, oh, best believe she's going to become a pick-me. Now, here's the thing. There are many women out there today who are anti-pick-me, basically you doing anything that's going to be nice to a man or doing anything that's going to be considered generous for a man. You know, we have those out there. And here's the thing. Those kind of women generally, you know, they'll have those standards and they say, well, this dude, he needs to do this, he needs to do that. He needs to come up to my level. He needs to make this certain amount of money. He needs to treat me this way. He needs to take me on these kinds of dates. Like, they'll have this entire list of what a guy needs to do in order to get into her good graces. But if a man comes in looking the right way, acting the right way, emotionally tickling her, oh, best believe those standards are going out the door. I have seen it. I'm a woman. I talk to women every single day. So I know how we think. And I found that sometimes these high standards and these high expectations that I'm not going to settle, I'm not this, and that, what they're not saying is that these standards, they're not applied equally. If it's a guy that they're not really interested in, maybe they don't find it sexually attractive, whatever, then there's these high standards. But if it's a dude, like I said, who's coming right, he has swag, he has a personality, he has the body, whatever, oh, best believe she's gonna be a pick-me. Now, most women right now who are openly against pick-me's or openly against women who have no problem showing praise to their men or have no problem, just being nice to their men, what they won't tell you is that they were a pick-me at one time. They were probably a pick-me at one time to the wrong guy. They were a pick-me for an F-boy, or they were a pick-me to a guy who used them or abused them, or who ended up leaving them with a child or two. They were a pick-me for the wrong guy. And so that's why now some of those women come back, and then there is this deep hatred because they were a pick-me and it blew up in their face. But what I'm saying is that they were still a pick-me. And I think deep down inside, most women, at the very least, they have a tendency to be a pick-me, meaning they want to be picked, right? They will adjust and they will do things and they will, be there and be helpful for the man that they like, for the man that they are attracted to. The bigger issue is that many of us women have not been taught what to be attracted to. We find ourselves attracted to the wrong guys. We find ourselves attracted to unhealthy.
Okay, turn it off. This gotta be like this gotta be like relationship Sesame Street. I'm sorry. This is relationship Mr. Rogers. The level of consciousness for this type of discussion is so low brow. I'm doing the topic because it was given to me by a woman who feels like this discussion needs to be had. But this is lowbrow. I mean, this is sharecropper content. I'm sorry. Robin was just talking about the horrible content, that is available for us. Housewives of Gardena, or, the Housewives of Pomona. I don't care what it is. The Housewives of Decatur, right? We got all this weirdness, right? Do you guys remember Dr. Jashana Johnson saying that the love languages come from unhealed childhood wounds? And I believe this pick-me culture, I believe it comes from this content. Just like the lady said in the clip, most of those women on there are attacking each other. They're disparaging each other. They're denigrating each other. But they act right with the men that they're dealing with. You know why, for the most part? Because those men are men of resources, right? They're men of resources. They have. And I'm not even going to say apparently some of those men are attractive. They're movers and shakers in the world. And doesn't this align directly with, listen, I've heard it a million times. I'm not your mama. I'm not your therapist. I'm not any of that, right? I've heard this a million times from different women from all walks of life. I've also heard, I'm not your chef. So is there a direct correlation between powerful women, women who are doing well in the world, and a kind of divestment from what women used to be like? Huh? Is there a divestment from being a mama, taking care of the kids, staying at home? Is there a divestment from being nurturing. I've heard women say the nurturing, the cooking, the loving, the caring, the empathy, all of that is contingent upon something else. So if we attack the pick-me-sha, as they call her, the pick-me chick, the pick-me chick has been labeled as, it's a very interesting label here, as being internally misogynistic. Almost like a covert misogynist, because they know men want to be taken care of. If I'm taking care of you, baby, take care of me. So when women align themselves with, I'm going to do what he wants me to do, I'm going to support him in the way that he wants to be supported in, I'm going to love on him, I'm going to pour into him, I'm going to support him, I got his back, I'm 10 toes down, there is a sector of women who look down on her. They say, you are internally misogynistic. Isn't this interesting? Tonight's topic, pick-me-sha. The lone relationship competitor, a deeper examination of toxic female friendships and their effects on dating. Why is it a toxic female friendship? That is the subtitle. Well, apparently, the pick-me-sha is in fact a villain. Because the pick-me-sha is attacking other women in pursuit of validation from men. What? You just stupid. You think cooking fried chicken and all of that is going to keep a man, sex and fried chicken? There's more to keeping a man. You got to know how to have a peaceful house. I've been told this. So the pick-me should think if they have good sex, diss other women, and cook, that they can keep a man. I keep telling y'all this is lowbrow. I'm sorry. I've got questions. The book of Ronan says peaceful and a clean house. What is a pick-me-sha, and what are some common misconceptions about them? Are pick-me chicks anxiously attached? I mean, they're seeking validation. Would that speak to their attachment style? People or man-pleasing? Oh, Lord, this is going to be deep. Who are pick-me chick girls? The term is used to describe a girl who does everything for external and mostly male validation. She puts her friends down in the process in a way that doesn't seem like putting her friends down. So she's covert at clowning them. I've seen it. And this was stated by a clinical psychologist, Regine Galanti, founder of the practice Long Island Behavioral Psychology in Long Island, New York, and the author of the young adult nonfiction book, Anxiety Relief for Teens. It's hard to identify people who identify as a pick-me girl or pick-me chick because it's seen as a bit of an insult, Galanti said. Nobody comes in to see me and says, hey, I'm a pick-me girl. They're like, someone called me one, and this is why it's not true. Ladies, I need to hear from you tonight. Men need to be educated on this, because is the pick-me movement a type of manipulation? Is it performative? Is she putting on a show to get my validation, to get my attention, to secure me, so to speak? 1-800-920-1580. Ladies, you're going to have to come in here and talk to us, right? Is it normal for romantic relationships to take precedent over friendships? Is one right to feel slighted in the event if this actually occurs? Does the prospect of being chosen by a man outweigh the loss of dignity, morals, and values in the pursuit of a relationship for some women? Why or why not? The pick-me girl wants to be chosen. Huh? Is there something wrong with being chosen by a man? When did being chosen by a man become a bad thing? I don't know. I'm in the dark. I would like to be enlightened on this. Ladies, is there a new idea, a new concept that men need to get hip to? How do women instigate the negative behaviors they despise due to unchecked fear and ego? Yikes. Why does the push towards sisterhood appeal to some but repel other women? So you telling me there's a group of women out there like, I don't like y'all, talking about women. I don't like y'all, and I'm out here trying to get the best man I can because I don't want to be alone, and I don't want to do this by myself, and I'm going to give him everything he desires, and I don't care what you say. Sister circle? Is that what's going on? Is there a side war with women? The pick-me's versus the non-pick-me's? When we come forward, the phone lines will weigh in.
Reasons. The reasons that we're here, the reasons that we fear, our feelings won't disappear. You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
The California Crusader newspaper would like to thank all of our subscribers for their support throughout the years, proudly serving the South Los Angeles and South Bay areas for more than 40 years. The California Crusader is a multicultural, black-owned, adjudicated newspaper that focuses on providing newsworthy information to the people in our community. We're constantly looking for ways to assist businesses in our community to connect with our subscribers. We provide low-cost, effective ways to promote your business with our reasonable and affordable advertising rates. You can participate by suggesting, sharing, and submitting your stories on the California Crusader newspaper Community Share Facebook group page, or visit our website at cal-cruise-news.com. That's calcruisenews.com. Then click on the Submit Now button located on the top right corner of the homepage, or text CCN to 42828. Again, text CCN to 42828. The California Crusader newspaper, working together to build a better community for our future. Subscribe today.
Are you facing an unexpected financial emergency? You need WeFixMoney.com. WeFixMoney.com can help you get up to $3,000 fast. WeFixMoney.com is free to use, available 24/7, and has an A rating with the Better Business Bureau. Go to the name you trust, WeFixMoney.com. If you need emergency cash up to $3,000 for bills or anything else, type WeFixMoney.com directly into your browser. That's WeFixMoney.com.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. Single Moms Planet is a nonprofit organization dedicated to uplifting under-resourced single mom business owners and working mothers nationwide. Single Moms Planet offers comprehensive programs of financial literacy, business development, mentorship, and entrepreneurial training. They provide education, accountability, and hope. Single Moms Planet was founded by model, TV personality, and producer Nefertiri Plessy. Nefertiri felt firsthand the challenges that face single moms as she was raised by a working single mother. She learned that the most disadvantaged group in the United States are single mom families. According to the U.S. Census, 30% live under the poverty line. So she decided to do something about it, along with co-founder Cole Patterson. Their goal is to end the poverty cycle in single mother households through education, opportunity, and networking, providing family and child enrichment programs for under-resourced single-parent families. Single Moms Planet serves over 10,000 single moms and their children each year. Studies show that business development and financial literacy provide a positive environment for children and families, exposing them to new possibilities and opportunities. To attend one of their fun events, make a donation, or get more information, or if you need help as a single mom, please visit singlemomsplanet.org. That's singlemomsplanet.org. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Skills.
My microphone. It's skills. The funky beat. It's skills.
Skills. Top rank, point blank, we vital. Spit flows, rip shows, peep the recital. Skills. Now, you feel it when we drop those hot beats, stop foes, killing it. We got those skills. It's the music that the street loves. Each thug is now repping this with deep love. Skills. Gangstar, dueling again, ruling again. Watch as we do it again. It's the true and living with a youthful vengeance. And I'm a judge, laugh at your ass, give you a crucial sentence. You need at least 12 joules to practice. You're too enthusiastic. Use an actress, still trying to convince us some more. Pretending you're raw, that's what you need a minister for. Again, it's the law, got you up against the wall. We the gulliest, everything is us against y'all. Mic skills, tight drills like I'm Michael Jill. Like when he rifle the bill, it's how I stifle the ill. Slide off, kid, and let a grown man finesse it. We bold and impressive, that'll I manifest. Some new product from a known team. Brothers know me, and you can bet they know Preem. So here we go for your stereo, and you can tell that it's real when you hear me go, hear me go. Skills. Top rank, point blank, we vital. Spit flows, rip shows, peep the recital. Skills. Now, you feel it when we drop those hot beats, stop foes, killing it. We got those skills. It's the music that the street loves. Each thug is now repping this with deep love. Skills. Gangstar.
Ladies and gentlemen, Gangstar, my playlist is my co-host. We on fire tonight. We got a hot topic. Phone lines are jammed. It's a heavy topic. The pick me girl. Is she bad? Maybe she might be bad because she tears down other women. Okay, I'll give you that. But isn't relationship a competitive sport? Right? There's a high quality man over there. As Kevin Samuels used to say, there's a high value man over there. Shouldn't women compete to get that high value man's attention? I know as a man, we compete with each other to get that high value woman. We may not tear each other down, at least not to each other's face, because we tend to fight. But I'm sure men are competing to get that bad girl. So why are women? Is it because women? Listen, do you guys remember during the pandemic? Women were sending each other, women that didn't even know each other, they were sending each other messages. We're wearing red today because blah, blah, blah. We want to send a message, a group message. So maybe women are mad because they have more of a unified community than men do. Women are like orcas, killer whales. They hunt in packs. Men are like great whites. We are solitary hunters. What is it? Right? What is it? Because I remember that during the pandemic. I had a woman at the time, and she was like, look, this is what we're doing. She was like, this is going to happen tomorrow. I was like, really? And I didn't care about the message and the purpose of the message. I said, you guys are a syndicate. This is a mafia. This is a womb mafia. You guys are together. I didn't know y'all were that connected. So maybe many women are upset that the pick-me's are going against, I guess, the female code, the woman code, right? Maybe, because apparently the pick-me doesn't have a problem. Oh, Lord. The book of Ronan said, La Costra Yoni. Oh, that's comedy. But apparently, the pick-me doesn't have a problem, cutting her sister's leg, cutting her sister, cutting her, right? To get to a man, to get his validation. Do women even care about having a man's validation nowadays? Is that part of your standards, part of your expectations? You have to validate me. Let me ask, men, does your woman have to validate you? And I'm not going to attack it. I'm not here to say it's a bad thing, right, to have your partner validate you, man or woman. I think not to the point where you're codependent, but I think it's a good thing to be reassured and supported by your partner. But it seems now, women are saying, listen, if you looking for a man's validation, you're off code. And apparently the pick-me is off code. True or false? To unpack why the pick-me girl is the way she is, it is important to understand internalized misogyny. Is that true? Is she a secret agent for misogyny? The pick-me chick? Is it espionage? When we come forward, we're going to Indianapolis, Indiana. We're going to Oakland, California. And we're going to Houston, Texas. Get to your phone lines. I'm ready to talk.
Lose the gift of that. Why they calling us the most consistent, most significant, some old slick shit. Fulfill your need and catch a joyful rush. Enjoy your Dutch, haters annoyed with us. Oh boy, it's us, you know the face from the club, blazing the dub, with my peeps raising it up for these skills. Top rank, point blank, we vital. Spit flows, rip shows, peep the recital. Skills.
He's on fire tonight. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams exclusively on KBLA Talk 1580.
I'm Amber Payton. Here's the latest on the Black Information Network. The University of Michigan's Poverty Solutions is releasing a report that shows home values in Detroit have risen by $3.9 billion since the city declared municipal bankruptcy. The report also shows that Black homeowners saw their housing wealth increase by $2.8 billion. University professor Jeffrey D. Mornoff says from their findings, wealth has increased a lot and fairly equitably. Detroit Mayor Mike Duggan says Detroiters who stayed in the city are seeing benefits in the form of housing wealth. Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson's proposed plan to borrow over $1 million to pay for housing and other development has hit a roadblock. The Black mayor's allies delayed a full city council vote on the measure. Mayor Johnson's goal is to borrow $250 million a year through 2028 to fund efforts to expand affordable housing and boost small businesses and nonprofits. A vote now could be held as soon as Friday. That's the latest. I'm Amber Payton on your home for 24/7 News, the Black Information Network.
Hey, it's Dean Sharp. How does 3 months of free electricity and a lifetime of energy savings sound? Well, it's yours when you go solar with Sunlux. Learn more at sunlux.com, sunlux.com.
KBLA Talk 1580 is the fastest growing talk radio station in Southern California. Home to 50,000 watts and an audience reach of 12 million listeners. KBLA Talk 1580 is a pioneer for Black audio content, including our groundbreaking $2 million climate justice campaign and the most loyal, influential audience. According to an independent research study by the polling firm Aviterus, for the second consecutive year, KBLA Talk 1580 is the most trustworthy, reliable, and credible news source for Black audiences and beyond in Southern California. Let KBLA Talk 1580 power your advertising dollars. Our omni-channel custom marketing solutions are specifically tailored to connect with your ideal target audience. We leverage audio, podcasts, streaming, digital, social media, and local activations to get your message out to the Black community. Get in touch with our advertising team today at advertising@KBLA1580.com. That's advertising@KBLA1580.com. KBLA 1580. We've got your Black.
Imagine with me here for a minute the most beautiful panoramic setting. Maybe it's an endless ocean, waves crashing on a beach, or a crystal clear mountain lake, peaceful and quiet. Or maybe it's just little kids playing in the park down the street. Wherever your imagination takes you, now imagine right smack in the middle of this perfect picture, a piece of litter. Just one piece right there in the middle of it all. Doesn't exactly fit, does it? In fact, even though it's just one piece, now it's all you can see. That one piece ruins everything. And that's the thing about litter. It doesn't take much to ruin everything. One thing's for sure, it simply does not belong anywhere in California. So here's the good news. If we work together, we will change it. We don't have to let litter, even just one piece, ruin your perfect picture. Not anymore, not ever again. Clean California, zero litter is the goal. Brought to you by Caltrans and CleanCA.com.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580 reminding you that we keep us safe. Pro Football Hall of Famer and urban peace pioneer Jim Brown believed in just that. So he founded the Amera I Can Foundation for Social Change in 1988, focusing on at-risk and high-risk youth in underserved schools and juvenile detention facilities, as well as adult incarceration and reentry initiatives. The core of the Amera I Can program is its 15-chapter life skills curriculum. Mastery of these skills allows individuals to meet their academic potential, conform their behavior to acceptable societal standards, and improve the quality of their lives by equipping them with what they need to confidently and successfully contribute to society. Today, the foundation is led by its president, Monique Brown, who has been actively involved in the organization for more than 25 years. The Amera I Can Foundation continues its work in memory of its founder, actor, philanthropist, and NFL legend Jim Brown. To get involved or make a donation, please visit AmeriICanCommunity.partners. That's AmeriICanCommunity.partners. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
Linking social justice and climate justice all year long. We're unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580.
Eggs are a staple in our diets, and there's only one egg with more delicious farm-fresh taste plus superior nutrition. Eggland's Best. With more vitamins, including 6 times more vitamin D and 10 times more vitamin E, plus 25% less saturated fat than ordinary eggs. Available in so many delicious varieties. Classic, cage-free, and organic. Eggland's Best. Better taste, better nutrition, better eggs.
My mom has taken up going to the park to practice yoga.
My dad's going to a club, but not a book club, a salsa club.
Finding new hobbies comes with age.
My mom has started getting lost and not knowing where she's going.
Becoming lost or disoriented doesn't. Confusion with time or place may be a sign of Alzheimer's. An early diagnosis can help improve the quality of life for your loved one. Learn the warning signs of Alzheimer's at 10signs.org. Brought to you by the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
Tax Talk with Straight Talk.
You give and you give. This tax season, you get with Straight Talk Wireless. You get a reliable 5G network and unlimited data and a new Samsung Galaxy A15 for just $99. So you can give your janky phone to your kid. Yeah! Good talk.
Switch to Straight Talk for plans starting as low as $25 a line per month for 4 lines. Find us at Walmart and StraightTalk.com. For network management practices, visit StraightTalk.com. Device offer ends 4/14/24. In-store activation on single Silver Unlimited plan or higher required. Family plan discount with 4 lines all on the Silver Unlimited plan. Taxes and fees apply.
Substance use disorder and addiction is so isolating. And so as a Black woman in recovery, hope must be loud. It grows louder when you ask for help and you're vulnerable. It is the thread that lets you know that no matter what happens, you will be okay.
When we learn the power of hope, recovery is possible. Find out how at startwithhope.com. Brought to you by the National Council for Mental Wellbeing, Shatterproof, and the Ad Council.
You're listening to the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams. Only on KBLA Talk 1580.
I never thought that you would grab me, undermine me, and backstab me, but I can see clearly now the rain is gone, the pain is gone, but what you did was still wrong. There was a few times I needed your support, but you tried to play me like an indoor sport, like racquetball, tennis, pool, whatever. All I know is that you attempted to be clever. Nevertheless, cleverness can impress, cause now you've been exposed like a person undressed, and I can see through you, cause I'm the guru, and what you're gonna do when I start to step to you, cause when I pay you back, I'll be hurting you, and this ain't no threat, so take it personal. Rappers and art, you can't own no loops. It's how you hook them up and the rhyme style true. So don't even...
Some women wonder why they can't keep a good man. Baby, that's because you disobedient. You can't even...
I mean a PT bruiser. Dang, little mama, you is such a loser. Okay, you is such a loser. Dang, little mama, you is such a loser.
I have never seen a pick-me picked online or in real life, and when...
Something that isn't emphasized enough is how manipulative pick-me's are. We all as women know how to say a certain thing in order to get a man to do what we want or leave us alone, whether it be in the workplace or in regular everyday life or for safety reasons. But pick-me's, that's their whole game. That's their entire situation. Because of patriarchal values, more often than not, the male ego is very frail. And that makes you a target. Because while it's easy to upset you in certain ways, it's also very easy to manipulate you in others.
Ooh, the pick-me is hated by both sides, I see. Oh, Lord. The pick-me is the op. Is that what we're saying? Oh, Lord, we got callers on the line. Let's get these callers in here. Brothers, don't let your ego cause you to choose a pick-me. Is that the ploy? That's the game. She gonna act like a woman from Big Mama's time. Oh, Lord. You like salmon croquettes? I'll make you some salmon croquettes, baby. We'll go with salmon croquettes. I'll get a little greens with it and a little rice and maybe some hot water cornbread. You like hot water corn? And she's setting you up because of your traditional mindset. Is that what this is about? And are the women who are not pick-me's are silent Valkyrie? Are they our security? They're like, brother, you better watch out now. Oh, here we go. Attila from Houston, Texas is on the line. Let's get Attila in here. What is this pick-me-sha business?
What the heck? What kind of framing was that? I'm over here seething, bro. Seething. Okay, I can't say that on the air. Let me be quiet. Whoo, you got me about to come up out of my H-Town. My Dallas is about to come out. Let me calm down. Oh, my God. Listen, for you lame dudes in the back who can't tell the difference, we know how to play you just like you know how to play us, period. If a woman wants to come in giving you everything that you need, she is the woman in the red dress. You cannot be so stuck on the tip of your little thing between your legs that you can't see that this woman is playing you. She's gaming you. It's very easy. We study you like you study us. So let me just say this. If a woman is willing to downplay her family, her girls, people that are supposed to be important to her, that are in her corner for you, trust me and believe you are nothing. She'll do it to you too. And I don't get why people don't understand that. I feel like men of integrity will steer clear of this BS. But for those of you that are more concerned about your ego being fluffed than you are about actually entertaining a real individual with integrity, you won't understand this. It's not going to make sense. And maybe it's just girl code. I don't know what to tell you.
Well, the framing wasn't so bad based on what you just told. So, again, this is another form of gaslighting using traditional values. And just because a woman doesn't call herself a pick-me or pick-misha or anything like that, she might even decry the pick-me's, but still behave like pick-me's.
It's
Correct?
the energy. You gotta watch. You have to watch people and their actions. It's all about the energy. Again, if you see someone that's a snake, don't try and turn them into a princess. It's not a princess. It's a snake. Right? And I hate. Sorry.
No, I was going to say,
Go ahead.
talk to me about the ways that this pick-me chick, who seems to be the type of person that wants to be chosen by Prince Charming, she wants to be chosen by the best of the best. She wants to live a soft life. She wants to have what she deserves. Please give me examples of how she's playing this dude.
Sure. So, I mean, okay. So, one of the ways is setting yourself apart from other women. And it's not in a the person notices it about you kind of way. It is the person is intentionally making you think, like, see, I'm not like such and such. A good, like, indicator, if it makes you think of someone who's a simp, if you kind of look at her behavior and you're like, that's like the female version of, like, what a simp would do. She ain't checked me on nothing. Like, I know I'm wrong. she has not checked me on anything. That's a pick-me behavior. If she cannot call out something that you are doing wrong and it's clearly obvious, right? She's more into having you than she is into you. These are the same type of women that obsess about the wedding but never worry about the man they're going to marry.
Let me just say this. This is now turned into an intervention.
Oh, Lord.
It's a men intervention now, because most men, it ain't even about male ego. It's just how men are wired. I want to take care of you. I want to have your back. I want to protect you. I want to provide for you. But you telling me that you got some spirit shoplifters out there that just gonna come in and shoplift all my good energy, right? You got some of them out there that are faking that. Come on, don't tell me that, Attila. We got to protect the men out there that are good men that want to have a good woman.
Oh, Lord. Okay, let me give you another indicator. If you, this might self-intelligence, I'm going to just say it. If you have a mother who never identified your wrongs, to me, you're more likely to attract a pick-me. If you're used to the women in your life letting you have a pass, you are very much so likely to attract a pick-me. And what's interesting is that the pick-me girls never get picked. And what that means is people assume that picked means marriage. To me, that's not really what that means. To truly be chosen by someone, to be honored as this person's wife, as the person that they're going to build a foundation with, is not the same thing as being picked. I think there needs to be a distinction there as well.
Wait,
but
my mind is swirling. Wait, hold tight. You're going too fast. You're swimming too deep. Hold up. Do the pick-me's fake empathy? Do they fake, listen, man, do they fake nurturing? Do they fake class? Do they fake care? I need to know, is it all performative for the pick-me?
The whole persona is fake. Don't nobody agree with you that much.
Stop it right
you
there.
Know you're
Just
wrong.
you sit tight. Attila State, right? Don't you move. Houston, Texas, we coming back to. When we come forward, we shall continue this fire, because goodness gracious, I didn't know that there was a sweetheart predator on the loose.
Is it good to you? More Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams when we come forward.
To help combat climate change, LADWP is helping neighborhoods have better access to electric vehicles by awarding nearly $130 million in EV rebates to customers just like you. From big savings on used EVs to building new charging plazas, LADWP is charging ahead to help all Angelinos experience the benefits of EVs. Get rebates of up to $4,000 for a used EV and $1,750 for a charger. Learn more at ladwp.com/EV. That's ladwp.com/EV.
We ask seniors how to prevent Medicare scams.
My best advice, if you get a phone call, do not talk to the person. These people are well trained. Don't talk to them.
They don't know me. They're just trying to scam me.
Don't be fooled. Hang up. Just hang up.
Never give out your Medicare number.
They're going to get your number to put in a false claim.
If I get a call from someone, I don't pick up the phone. And should I pick up the phone and they ask for information, then I hang up.
How do you detect Medicare fraud?
Just like I check my credit card statements, I check my Medicare statements monthly.
Scammers can get a hold of your number, order medical devices through your account, and you're not even going to know about it if you don't look at your statement. Check your statement every month.
If you get your statement and you see something that you know you did not have done, you report it.
Call your senior Medicare Patrol.
To report Medicare fraud, call the Senior Medicare Patrol at 855-613-7080.
To help combat climate change, LADWP is helping neighborhoods have better access to electric vehicles by awarding nearly $130 million in EV rebates to customers just like you. From big savings on used EVs to building new charging plazas, LADWP is charging ahead to help all Angelinos experience the benefits of EVs. Get rebates of up to $4,000 for a used EV and $1,750 for a charger. Learn more at ladwp.com/EV. That's ladwp.com/EV.
Hey there, Los Angeles. This is James Lucky Jr., publisher and editor of Los Angeles News Observer. Are you hungry for news that matters to you in the African American communities of Los Angeles? Well, buckle up, because we got the scoop you've been craving. Stay in the know and never miss a beat with our free weekly publications conveniently available near you. Or hop on the digital wave and become an exclusive subscriber at OGNSC.com. Don't forget to join the party on Instagram and Twitter at OGNSCINC for behind-the-scenes access and sizzling updates. No more FOMO. Let's stay informed, connected, and empowered together.
You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Carloads deep, time to go to a show. Got massive crew, and we're ready to roll. So I grab my gear, hop in the whip and ride. Premiere's got the fly dope system inside, but my cranks too. And we got mad tapes of all the underground groups with the lyrics and bass. Off into the New York night we go. Dre Lodge got the camera, biggest cords got 3 rolls of film, so we can take the Mac out photos. Tommy Hills, the Damager, and my man Gusmo. Corey and Smurf and Little Daps got a 40. My man Gary and Shiz and the Nutcracker Shorty, Mike Drone. Chillin' like Capone, Robin Hood known as Mel with the clientele. Mo, JT Mega, and can't forget Black, Big Rob and Sincere. Yes, the posse's fat. Out Loud pulls up, plus this in OC. Big Mel from Strong Eye, NHL, the one and only. Oh, delicious Eli, Baz, Eon. And the aroma of the blunts has me thinking beyond. And to the rest of the crew, you know the bond is strong. And you know who's who, so let me not prolong. For this was a night to remember. I had on the bass Timbs with the two-tone leather. So we get to the jam, the gig, the venue. Then we circled around and then drove into the front. The place was packed, the line was long. I was bobbing my head because the music was on. I turned it down, then I peeked to my right. I saw this kid and this girl having a fight.
If you guys don't understand the legacy of Gang Starr, legendary rapper Guru, of course, and then legendary producer DJ Premier. DJ Premier is originally from Houston, Texas. People don't know that, right? But he is the reason, he is the hip-hop sound for the East Coast, for New York. He became the sound of New York in much the same way that Dr. Dre is the sound of West Coast hip-hop. DJ Premier is the sound of East Coast hip-hop, but he's from Houston, Texas. Or in his teens or something like that. But yeah, that's why I'm highlighting their music tonight. And before I get back to Attila, because I want her to finish her thought, Pasadena is in a war right now with R&B group Troop because they want to name a street after Troop in the city. But Pasadena is notoriously difficult. It's it's City Hall, and it's rules, and they have historic neighborhoods, and they don't want to change the streets and all of that. But the area where Troop grew up and the home that was there, they want to name, you know, the street after them. And I think that that's cool. I think that's dope. So they should do that. But let me get back to the point, because tonight's topic is fire. The phone lines are crazy. And again, we're talking about the pick-me girl. But now we're starting to see why the pick-me girl might be hated from both sides, right? Women who feel like you shouldn't be seeking validation from men, number one. You should have internal validation. I agree with that. But then also from the men that they're setting the men up to pick them, even though they don't get picked. But in a low-key way, according to Attila, these women are actually preying on the male ego. Very interesting stuff. Attila from Houston, Texas. Get back in here and clarify.
Hi, Uncle Joe. Okay, so I want to. Oh my God, the chat is crazy. So I want to clarify what is and what ain't a pick me, because everybody in here is confused and whatnot.
Please.
Now, granted, y'all might be taking this topic as like, well, why should I write this topic? Da, da, da. First of all, I have an arsenal of topics, so trust and believe I'm always coming with the heat. Second of all, the reason why this is important is because the way that these mindsets are formed inform not only our friendships with women as one another, but also our dating choices. Okay? So things that do not qualify you as a pick-me. If you have disagreements with popular opinions, that does not make you a pick-me. I've seen people do that online. If you agree with a man, that does not make you a pick-me. If you nurture your partner or the men in your life, that does not make you a pick-me. That's natural. If you address problematic behavior of other women, that does not make you a pick-me. It's going to make you unpopular. People are going to call you a pick-me, but you are not a pick-me. Let me tell you what does make you a pick-me.
Give it to us.
If you're downplaying another woman's achievements to basically make yourself look better, she ain't all that. I mean, yeah, she got a Grammy. I mean, but like, wrong. That's not good, especially when we're talking about in the pursuit of validation. Y'all got to keep the situational awareness in mind. Okay. Number 2, being nice, nasty. I absolutely loathe this. I've seen this so much growing up.
Slow down.
Those backhanded.
Slow down. What did you call it? Nice,
nasty.
Nice, nasty.
I got that from my mama. Shout out to my mama. Love you.
Keep going. I'm listening.
Yeah, that's like the backhanded compliments. Wow, you don't look as fat in that dress as I thought. Okay, girl. Huh? Nice, nasty. Okay, and they'll make sure that they do it in public so that especially men can hear you. This is what I'm talking about. Okay? Number 3, sabotage. If you're sabotaging another woman's connection to a man because you, A, either want him, or B, you just don't like the fact that they have a connection, maybe she's spending too much time with him, whatever, pick me behavior. That's weird. I don't get it. Number 4, coercion. Okay. Number 5, if you're using flying monkeys, meaning those are the people around you that also know the other person that is your intended target, and you use them to manipulate the situation to your benefit. Okay, notice the parallel though. These are looking like narcissistic tactics. That's why I say
I didn't want to mention it. I didn't want to say it, but when you said flying monkeys, I said, oh, this is narcissism. They got a crew. Keep going.
Yes, because what this really is boiling down to is toxic behavior within women. And because our society is so coded to try and make us still keep this like angelic facade, it's not going to call it what it is. This is toxic femininity. I'm going to continue. Okay. Number 6, shaming, obviously. And number 7 is gaslighting. Now, this is not an exhaustive list, but these are the types of behaviors you're going to see directed towards you. And I think as a woman, even if you're someone who's good-hearted and good-natured and you're more concerned about upliftment and friendship, when you get that type of behavior directed towards you, it really rubs you the wrong way. Like, you just feel weird. You're like, why is this happening? And a lot of times you're a threat without even knowing it, just based on who you're associated with and what you have. And so where men come into play with this dynamic is that, again, if it's a weak man with a weak ego, he's going to allow this behavior because it makes him look good. It's like, wow, I got these women fighting him. No. No. If you're in a serious pursuit for a woman that you actually like, that's the type of woman to avoid.
Or
she's not going to hold you up.
Let me offer you this as the only man in this conversation right now. We simply don't care. We're not paying attention to the inner wars that women are having. Do you know how many times a woman has come to me and said, "Did you see the way she was looking at me?" And I was like, no. I'm not paying attention to whatever weirdness, whatever weird telepathy y'all got going on. I got stuff to do. Like, y'all work it out. Listen, I'm...
Right, but that's to your detriment. That's my point.
No,
like, that's
I
to
agree.
Your detriment.
I agree.
You know
we should be aware, but for this level, it's like most of us could care less. You know what I mean? Like, most of us could help us.
That's true, but most of us are also suffering in our relationships too, and you wonder why. Because you don't catch the game. Like, that's kind of the point.
Keep going.
In the same way that women are not always aware on the game that men are running on women, we're not sitting up watching red pill videos. We don't know what you're doing. We don't know about your pickup tactics. We have no idea about none of that stuff. In the same way that you just described, we feel the same way about you. And so for every woman that falls into a hole of a narcissistic man, what are you going to say? Choose better. So understand that energy goes both ways. Choose better.
Ooh, I love it. I love it. Hey, this is why we had her come on. I knew she was going to cook. Hey,
what you talking about?
Guess what you just did, Attila?
I brought Houston in the building.
Houston, Texas. Fire topics coming out of Houston. Where LA at? Where my LA Attila? Somebody from LA. Sisters, reach out to me and say, I got a topic for you, Zoe. The number to dial is 1-800-920-1580. The show is on fire when I come forward. More from the callers.
And it's really f***ed up, so I'll ask you to your face, homeboy, what's up? Did you come to see my show or to the stupid, the playoffs? Killing you and killing me. It's the soliloquy of chaos. And if you live in cities where the streets wreak warfare, people getting nowhere, but you're going for yours there, you'll find it doesn't pay to front or play the role. You could get stolen or maybe beat with a pole, then you want to retaliate, regroup and come back. So you set up the brothers for a sneak attack. Whether you die or kill them, it's another brother dead, but I know you'll never get that.
KBLA 1580 Santa Monica.
I'm Amber Payton. Here's the latest on the Black Information Network.